So I decided to flow with a yoga practice today. Just set up my camera and allowed myself to arrive on the mat. Closing my eyes, hands in prayer position. And raising my arms up towards the sky. Stretching the side body, bringing my hands back down to prayer position. And once more, hands to the sky, and reach down to the floor, to the mat, and just walk out the knees, feeling it in the hips, just arriving here, and then slowly coming back up to standing. Allowing the hair to come into my face. And raising my arms once again up towards the sky, down in prayer position, flow back down, touching the floor, and walk it out one more, raising back up, slowly to standing, slowly raising the arms up towards the ceiling, back down to prayer position, and then coming to the long side of the mat, raising the hands once more, prayer position, bending from the waist, allowing my body to hang, resting my belly on my thighs, flatten back, and then really deepen the knee bend, allowing the body to just hang. Slowly up, one vertebrae at a time, raising the arms back up, back down to prayer position, and then flow back down. And then one foot steps back, and then sinking that hip down towards the mat. Just allowing the body, no forcing. Sink the hips back towards the back foot, raising the toes towards the ceiling, and then dropping that leg out a bit, getting a little bit of the hip stretch. And standing up a little bit, getting another hamstring stretch, and then stepping that foot back up towards the other foot. Hanging once more, and then standing slowly up. Raising the arms once again, prayer position, flowing back down, fingertips to the floor, and then step the other foot back in a wide stance. And then knee to the floor, sinking that other hip into the mat. Allowing the body to arrive. And sinking hips back towards the back ankle, back heel, raising the toes in the front foot towards the ceiling. Moving with the body, whatever it's allowing today. One side might be tighter than the other, might feel differently. Dropping that leg out to the side, getting a little bit of a deeper hip stretch here, a little bit of a different feel, opening up that hip. Towards the sky a bit, getting a little bit of a hamstring stretch on the other side of the body, and then stepping back up and coming to standing, raising your arms towards the ceiling, hands, swan dive down, and then then stepping the left foot back in a wide stance. Hands on your hips. Your right leg is deeply bent to a 90-degree angle. You can keep your hands on your hips. I chose to raise my arms towards the ceiling, looking at the ceiling, checking your form, making sure that belly button's pulled towards the spine, and then swiveling that back foot down flat onto the mat, raising the arms parallel to the mat. Gaze is at the front hand and the middle finger. Resting that right arm, elbow on the right leg, swinging the other arm in front of your body over into a diagonal so your fingertips are in a straight line all the way to the outside of the bottom foot, the back foot. And then reverse warrior, raising your right hand to the sky, gazing at your hand. Back hand is resting on the leg in the back. And then straightening the front leg, swiveling from the hips, resting the right arm on the right leg. Left arm is towards the side, ceiling, and the gaze can be in the front. No forcing anything here, whatever your neck allows. Stepping out into a wide position here, hands at the hips, straight back as you bring your whole front body down to the mat, resting your hands on the mat, allowing your body to hang. Your hands are either on the mat or you can grab your elbows and hang completely. And again, this is travel yoga. Whatever's calling to you in this moment, I chose to stretch each leg separately, grabbing onto the ankle, one side and then the other. Whatever your body needs. Listen. Hands on the hips and then straight back, engaging the core to come up to standing, and then we'll swivel that left leg out, coming back into a railroad track stance. Back heel is up, toes are on the mat, and then swinging your hands up in front of your body, raising towards the ceiling, gazing at your hands or towards the ceiling, really checking your stance here, your form, bringing that belly button towards the spine, hips are square towards the front of your mat, swiveling that back leg down so your back foot is resting on the mat completely, raising your hands parallel to the mat. Front leg is deeply bent into a 90-degree angle as much as possible. Gaze is at the front hand, middle finger. Checking your form once again. Resting that front elbow on the front knee, swinging that back arm up and around, and that long diagonal from the fingertips all the way down to the back foot. And then again, reverse warrior, bringing that back hand resting on the back leg, bringing that front hand swiveling up. Gaze is at the hand towards the ceiling. Hands parallel towards, hands are parallel, and then moving to rest your front hand on that front leg. Back arm is lifted towards the ceiling. Your gaze can be down in front or towards the hand that's towards the ceiling. And then swiveling both toes to the long side of the mat. And coming back into a wide-legged forward fold. Bending from the waist, allowing yourself to hang, recalibrate. Hands at the hips, and then come up to standing, bringing your feet together. Coming to the top of your mat, hands up towards the ceiling, stepping back into a plank pose, plank position. And here's where it's going to flow. I chose to do some sun salutations. So belly to the mat, and then lifting up into cobra, tucking the toes in before we raise up to, so another cobra. Getting ready for the downward dog. And raising your hips towards the ceiling, allowing your neck to hang loosely, shoulders away from the ears, walking out the dog. The goal here is to get a nice back stretch, coming back into a plank position, and then going back into downward dog, just really feeling that back stretch all the way from the fingertips to your heels. Making minor adjustments if needed, raising that right leg towards the ceiling, and then stepping it up towards the top of the mat. And stepping the left foot to the top of the mat, allowing your body to hang. And coming slowly up to standing, one vertebrae at a time. Hands towards the ceiling, and then diving back down towards the mat, fingertips on the mat, stepping one foot and then the other back into plank position. Knees, chin, chest towards the mat, resting on the mat. Pushing up into cobra, tucking the toes into downward dog. Making minor adjustments, moving with your breath. Coming back into plank pose. And downward dog. Once again, raising those hips. Raising the left leg towards the ceiling, and then stepping your foot forward, however you get there. Again, moving with your body, stepping the other foot forward, coming into a forward fold, allowing yourself to hang for a moment, and then coming slowly up to standing. Raising your arms up towards the ceiling, back down to prayer position. One more time. Hands towards the ceiling, prayer position. And then dive towards your mat, fingertips on the floor, stepping one foot back, then the other. Plank position, belly on the mat, lifting up to cobra, then downward dog. Stepping your feet forward, walking towards the top of your mat, allowing your body to hang. Hands to your shins, straight back, then release. Slowly up to standing, hands to prayer position. Then dive down towards the mat. Stepping one foot back, the other back, plank position, then resting on the mat. Up to cobra, then downward dog. Stepping up towards the front of your mat, allowing your body to hang. Hands to shins, straight back. Then allow yourself to come slowly up to standing. Hands up towards the ceiling, prayer position. Hands up towards the ceiling, then dive once more. Stepping back into a plank position. Down to the mat, then up to cobra, tucking the toes into downward dog, and stepping towards the front of your mat. Hang, maybe swing, to standing, hands, arms up towards the sky, prayer position. Namaste.